All labor that uplifts humanity has dignity and importance and should be undertaken with painstaking excellence. Man must evolve for all human conflict a method which rejects revenge, aggression and retaliation. The foundation of such a method is love. It is not enough to say we must not wage war. It is necessary to love peace and sacrifice for it. You will change your mind. You will change your looks. You will change your smile, laugh, and ways, but no matter what you change, you will always be you. Whatever your life's work is, do it well. A man should do his job so well that the living, the dead, and the unborn could do it no better. Everything that we see is a shadow cast by that which we do not see. Our scientific power has outrun our spiritual power. We have guided missiles and misguided men. We must come to see that the end we seek is a society at peace with itself, a society that can live with its conscience. I have a dream that one day little black boys and girls will be holding hands with little white boys and girls. We must concentrate not merely on the negative expulsion of war but the positive affirmation of peace. The art of acceptance is the art of making someone who has just done you a small favor wish that he might have done you a greater one. A riot is the language of the unheard. If you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward. An individual has not started living until he can rise above the narrow confines of his individualistic concerns to the broader concerns of all humanity. Rarely do we find men who willingly engage in hard, solid thinking. There is an almost universal quest for easy answers and half-baked solutions. Nothing pains some people more than having to think. We are not makers of history. We are made by history. Every man must decide whether he will walk in the light of creative altruism or in the darkness of destructive selfishness. Shallow understanding from people of good will is more frustrating than absolute misunderstanding from people of ill will. There is nothing more tragic than to find an individual bogged down in the length of life, devoid of breadth. Science investigates, religion interprets. Science gives man knowledge, which is power. Religion gives man wisdom, which is control. Science deals mainly with facts. Religion deals mainly with values. The two are not rivals. Never forget that everything Hitler did in Germany was legal. Property is intended to serve life, and no matter how much we surround it with rights and respect, it has no personal being. It is part of the earth man walks on. It is not man. A lie cannot live. The past is prophetic in that it asserts loudly that wars are poor chisels for carving out peaceful tomorrows. We must use time creatively, in the knowledge that the time is always ripe to do right. He who is devoid of the power to forgive is devoid of the power to love. I believe that unarmed truth and unconditional love will have the final word in reality. This is why right, temporarily defeated, is stronger than evil triumphant. There can be no deep disappointment where there is not deep love. Let no man pull you so low as to hate him. There comes a time when one must take a position that is neither safe nor politic nor popular, but he must take it because his conscience tells him it is right. A man who won't die for something is not fit to live. We must build dikes of courage to hold back the flood of fear. Those who are not looking for happiness are the most likely to find it, because those who are searching forget that the surest way to be happy is to seek happiness for others. We must accept finite disappointment, but never lose infinite hope. Never succumb to the temptation of bitterness. We must develop and maintain the capacity to forgive. He who is devoid of the power to forgive is devoid of the power to love. There is some good in the worst of us and some evil in the best of us. When we discover this, we are less prone to hate our enemies. I want to be the white man's brother, not his brother-in-law. The function of education is to teach one to think intensively and to think critically. Intelligence plus character, that is the goal of true education.